beginning of the podcast, Ethan addresses the elephant in the room, and John is just like, I really don't want to talk about this. But Ethan kept pressing on.
I feel like he had to talk about that. There's no way he's going to be on there without that. It sounds like he wanted to use Ethan Klein in that moment as a way to like refresh his brand rather than to be held to task. So he's trying to sacrifice Ethan's credibility at the time to generate his own.
On a back out it, and at the time, people were upset with Ethan. It looked like he was using John's controversy to milk drama out of him rather than talk to him like a friend. And
I doubt that. I mean, not at all. Like, he had a controversy. The fact that, like, JonTron would even expect to be able to go on Ethan's show without having to address it is entitled. It's completely entitled. Yeah, man, I think it would have been kind of ridiculous, and it's entitled for him to think he would be able to go on there and not have to talk about it. What JonTron wanted to do is, like, he had this debate where he just praised white supremacy with Destiny, and he wanted to come back and not have to actually address anything on Ethan and, like, use Ethan's credibility. Basically throw away Ethan's credibility and try to generate some credibility of his own by moving past it. And it was already going to be like a softball interview anyway. So like, yeah, you have to address stuff. So the fact that people felt that way is stupid.
Honestly, knowing what I do about Ethan now, he very well could have been. But the thing is, if you have a friend and there's an uncomfortable elephant in the room, it's important.
What do you know about Ethan now, dude?
To your friendship to talk about that uncomfortable thing. Because I would elephant in the room, it's important to your friendship to talk about that uncomfortable thing. Because I would also be asking my good friend John, why the fuck did he start talking about gene pools?
I hate what he said, but I still love him as a person and as an entertainer. I guess that's a timeless question.
Yeah, well, that's been
They're talking about Kanye.
through the age.
Right.
But at the same time, I really just think that I really don't want to get into this.
And the thing is, like, if you can't even talk about this from the friend directly across from you, who can you talk to this about? This effectively ended the last remnants of his Normal Dudes era, departing from the organization shortly after. And the fandom that had come to define John felt less like an actual fandom and more just like an exchange of engagement. This isn't to say John's career went downhill after this, but you either had to ignore what John said and watch him more objectively, or do listen to what he said and watch him way more objectively. You can tell me that I have a hard time separating the art from the artist, but from this point on, I really only wanted to look at John as an artist, you know, keep it professional. You know, the last thing I want to do is have a drink with him. Like, sorry man, I just can't fucking stand videos where people just go nuh-uh over and over and over again. JonTron very much just sounds like someone who consumed way—
I don't know, man. I feel like, I guess I understand people who talk about the art from the artist, but I also feel like that's some just lazy cuck shit when you say some dumbass shit like that. If you think somebody is, like, truly morally abhorrent, why would you continue to give them attention and money? I don't know, it's not like there's nothing particularly robust to say. I just feel like, what's the... why would you do that? That just seems silly to me.
Too much manufactured outrage on the internet and let it seep into their personal beliefs, and it's just fucking like, couldn't you just like eat fucking ice cream or something? Listen, I know that it's encouraged to move on from a creator controversy, especially if it's 9 years old. And if he made an apology instead of a statement, this would be an entirely different video. At the most, he just says he regrets certain things he says, but he said so much shit in that video that I have no—
He's doubling down, but trying to make it... He's doubling down, but he's like, no, I regret some stuff. Try to make it seem like he's not. Yeah.
No idea what he regrets and what he doesn't regret, because almost all of it was just the worst possible thing he could say at that time. And as time goes on, we would find out that attitude has only persisted. Now, he could have let this incident ruin his career as much as he let it, but for the most part, it was still separate from the rest of his content, and when he did come back, he came back with the biggest fucking video of his career. Flex Tape is at least one of the top 3 JonTron videos in my opinion. This actually almost never got released because John's standard of quality had gone so high to this point that I'm not sure he even knew what he wanted from his videos. There very well could be a backlog of more than serviceable JonTron videos that I would be more than content with that I'm probably never going to see. The Flex Tape video is—
Oh, yeah, he's like a really big fan. What the fuck?
Shorter than the average JonTron video, clocking a little bit over 10 minutes long. But every second of this video has something going on. Every reaction—
This guy died? Billy Mays?
—is perfectly encapsulated.
That's not Billy Mays, is it? Sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
Like John is having a conversation with the commercials themselves.
Phil Swift here for Flex.
Yeah, that's Phil Swift. My bad, guys.
Seal. The easy way to stop leaks fast.
That's a colander, Phil. It's supposed to have holes and leaks. What you've done is essentially you've made a bowl.
I think half of the sentences said in this video have become internet trends in one way or another. And I'll tell you why. Because like flex tape, it just works.
It even works underwater. I saw this boat in half. Now that's a lot of damage.
Phil Swift is the most fucking magnetic psycho salesman in the world. And if you really thought about it, this
Hey, good for him, man. This should have been his awakening. Maybe he should have made a YouTube channel where he said white supremacist stuff. That'd be cool.
video is nothing more than a 10-minute advertisement for flex tape. If this video showed up as an advertisement for YouTube, I really wouldn't think twice about it. As corny as this sounds, the video is...
Damn, imagine he actually got paid to do it. To make this video. JonTron was fucking finessing us the whole time.
just like flex tape. It's a super strong, airtight video that grips firmly. But I have one question, John. When you...
I have one question. If you put it inside of your fleshlight, would it make it grip harder, or would it ruin the sensation?
put flex tape on your shower, why did you turn the shower on, then put the flex tape? Wouldn't it have been easier to just put the flex tape on the shower head and then turn the shower on? I don't know what it is about this video. Would I call it my favorite JonTron video? Probably not, but I could watch it a billion times and not get tired of it. When this video first came out, it almost got 10 million views in a month. Since then, it has gotten over 70 million views. Also, it's just insane to me that John can spend thousands of dollars on a video like this and look at it just going, this one isn't good enough. It's not good enough. Just scrap it. Just get rid of it. Like, how many videos does he have like this in the vault? Like,
That's interesting. This is just such an interesting video to me. Because this guy, like, really loves JonTron. Like, you could tell this guy, like, is a huge JonTron fan. Because right now, he's taking his oval testicles into his fucking mouth and he is sucking as hard as possible. He's like, how many more absolutely magnetic and amazingly beautiful of other videos are there that JonTron has simply not released because he's so self-conscious? Because even though everything he's ever done is so high quality, he's nervous it's not high quality enough. It's like, oh, maybe. That's an interesting thought. That could be true. This guy, like, I feel like this guy might actually have like a JonTron. He might be the leader of like a JonTron like club. It's so interesting to me.
yeah, sure. Are they probably unfinished? A few touch-ups couldn't hurt, right? So how did John
Yes.
carry on this momentum? Well, he uploaded videos from September all the way to December, and then proceeded not to upload for almost a year. When he
Good for him.
returned, it was a sequel to his flex tape
He's trotting all over the screen.
video, and this time it actually was just an ad, and also it was a 20-minute ad. But look, we got a new intro animated by Studio Yada, and also
Nice.
another set that will definitely be used for a long time. I think a video like this really kickstarted John's commentary era, and serves as the link between angry video game reviews and YouTube commentary that you see now. Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull Vodka, Workplace Safety, these are some of my favorite JonTron videos. And instead of taking massive multi-month breaks, John actually uploaded other things that weren't just the JonTron show. In a way, this provided a creative spark that I hadn't seen since his oldest era, which I think says more about 2017 YouTube than anything else. It seemed like so many creators could upload anything and get millions of views, even when uploading his own version
Well, if somebody likes somebody, they're probably a lot more likely to watch the shit that they produce.
of the Ricky Gervais show. Now, a bunch of episodes were classified as JonTron, including Johnny Knew English, where John goes to New Hampshire and things happen. But it's videos like this that I feel like brought new life into his channel. Some videos like Architecture Tier List, I could pass on, but there were some choices he did that I enjoyed.
You didn't like the architecture tier list? I'm actually, like, unironically surprised because you're very heavily, maybe even over-analysis in some instances. I thought you would have liked something like that.
Like how he incorporated more of his staff into his videos as opposed to just kind of being in a room by himself.
Nice, dude. Yeah, stroke that staff.
For being constricted to a singular set and being able to kind of move around in a studio. Now, you could still tell when a video was like a main JonTron video, and by that I mean he was reacting to something. Real Story of the Pilgrims, well, that's a side John. But Goop, Ghosts, Weapons, Goop, now that's a main John. Now, the second Goop video has a little bit more context to it because that's where we enter John's quarantine era. Because of a certain virus going around unprecedented times. And by all means, I would classify this as a new era, but stylistically, the videos felt the same to me. He was constricted to filming just from a single angle, but there was a simplicity to it. He had to improvise, and as we know, John is good at improvising. improv comedy. This includes one of my favorite back-to-back videos, Kid Nation and the Kid Nation interview with Jimmy. Now, I was never gonna watch this show, but having someone react to it in such a proper way just felt so satisfying. In particular, this one moment he has that just perfectly summarizes the feeling this show gives. And I have no idea how the fuck he found any of the Kid Nation children, let alone Jimmy.
I don't even know what the fuck Kid Nation is, dude. What are we even talking about? I remember POD did Youth of the Nation. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I've never heard of this before. Oh, okay.
Quarantine era was
Was this Child Survivor?
pretty short-lived, but I liked it. And somehow John returned to a completely different set. Like, how many sets has this guy cycled through? I think this
I don't know, man. I guess maybe he has. Maybe his girlfriend or something really likes to change it up. Who the fuck knows at this point?
is his 7th at this point. What the fuck, John? One day, completely out of the blue, John just started posting anti-vax tweets or some sort of fucking Schrodinger's anti-vax because it was really tweets about questioning the science, whatever the fuck that means.
That means he's a full-blown MAGA conspiracy theory conservative. That he has no actual brain left.
I don't know what point he was trying to make, and his rebuttals included, your profile picture looks weird, or, I have more followers than you. After this whole spill on Twitter, John resolved it by just saying, I'm not saying you shouldn't get the vaccine or that it's unsafe. Okay, if that's what you're not saying, I still have no idea what you are trying to say. And if he's trying to say not to blindly trust everything you see, he's doing exactly that by just showing this barrage of articles, some of which are from 2011. Like, it just proves to me since he debated 4 years ago, he's done absolutely nothing to change about the way he talks about social issues.